All right, how are we doing out in the back? Good? Okay. Well, this week we are excited to announce an agreement with Nashville Riverfront Amphitheater, LLC, an affiliate of Opry Entertainment Group, to be the new operator for Ascend Amphitheater. This 10-year agreement brings with it major investments in one of our most beloved outdoor facilities. Opry Entertainment Group will make a minimum of $11 million in facility improvements, and importantly, they'll deliver on a commitment I made as a council member and repeated as mayor to fix access to the Greenway during events. Opry Entertainment Group will invest up to just over $1 million to relocate, enhance, and upgrade the Greenway bordering the amphitheater, and will ensure the Greenway remains open and accessible to the public at all times, including during all events, load in and load out, and any other amphitheater-related operations. We're also keeping downtown residents in mind by mitigating sound from fully amplified events, and Opry Entertainment Group has committed to 3 fully amplified civic events and unlimited non-amplified civic events in addition to the annual CMA Fest and July 4th celebrations. The amphitheater management agreement will go before the Metro Council on first reading on September 16th. And getting to the amphitheater and to points throughout Nashville is also getting easier. Choose How You Move, our voter-approved transportation improvement program, is already supporting more frequent service on some of the busiest transit routes and new weekend service for the popular Access on Demand program. And today, WeGo is also announcing their winter 2026 service expansion, which includes another round of increased service hours and frequency directly thanks to Choose How You Move funding. Service expansion will include longer service hours, increased frequency on several busy routes, new and expanded weekend service on some routes, and a phased rollout of a free fare program for people in need. WeGo will hear from the public at 3 upcoming public meetings about this. If it is approved by the WeGo board, all changes would go into effect Sunday, January 4th, 2026. You can visit wegotransit.com for more details. And I want to highlight a major achievement that was announced recently by Metro Schools. Their staff and students, for a 4th consecutive year, Metro Schools achieved the highest possible rating and growth for students across the district. Based on state data, this is level 5 TVOS growth. It's the first time in district history that Metro Schools has achieved level 5 growth for 4 straight years. This follows historic gains in TN Ready testing scores in multiple subject areas, a historic high graduation rate from high school, and national recognition for recovery from the pandemic in multiple subject areas. It is proof of what happens when we believe in our students, support our educators, and invest in strong public schools. I want to remind everyone that Monday, September 8th, is the deadline to register to vote for the upcoming special election to fill the District 7 House seat vacated by former Congressman Mark Green. Early voting begins September 17th for the special primary election. After that, the special general election will take place December 2nd. Speaking of important dates to remember, the annual Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP, will start on November 1st this year due to administrative changes at the state. Of course, this program helps people in need with utility payments for heating, cooling, and energy crises. The program normally begins October 1st. To help support residents during this gap period, the Metro Action Commission will use city-appropriated funds to support people most in need. More information is available at nashville.gov/MAC or by calling 615-862-8860. We want to help empower more Nashvillians to achieve financial stability so more of us have savings for emergencies, to purchase a car or home, or to start a small business. An important partner in that effort is the Financial Empowerment Center, and today I'm pleased to announce a new position and a new staff member in the mayor's office to help support and champion that work. Tiffany Roan is returning to Tennessee to be our manager of the Mayor's Office of Financial Empowerment. She will join us after working most recently as the Client Success Manager for Gary Community Ventures Deerfield Fund for Black Wealth. Tiffany has spent her career in the financial literacy field, educating people about practical steps they can take to improve their finances and address psychological barriers, including serving as outreach coordinator for the Tennessee Treasury Department's Operation Hope College Savings Program. This position is possible thanks to grant funding from 2 partners, Cities for Financial Empowerment and the Community Foundation. Our Metro Nashville police officers and community safety partners continue to make a difference in the safety of Nashville. Through the first 8 months of the year, crime and gun violence are seeing major declines. Non-fatal shootings are down 35%, fatal shootings down nearly 31%, robberies down 25%, burglaries down 15%, violent crime overall down 12%, and property crime down nearly 10%. These numbers exist because Nashville continues to be proactive about the safety of Nashvillians. I appreciate the work of Chief Drake and all the officers in MNPD, as well as our community safety partners, and to continue pushing forward proactive approaches to addressing crime. This week, we posted a position in our office for a new Director of Crime Prevention and Violence Reduction. This position will be critical to addressing community safety from a public health perspective. You can find more at nashville.gov. Finally, tonight marks the start of the annual Nashville Fair, and I hear there is way more cowbell planned for this year's event. Apparently that is a theme. Enjoy culturally diverse events, agriculture, arts, and entertainment at the fairgrounds during the 10-day fair event. From midway rides to wrestling and live nightly music, there's something for everybody, so I will be there tonight and hope to see you all there. And thanks to everyone for joining us at a slightly earlier time this morning. I'm heading from here to help place a historic marker celebrating 100 years of the Belcourt Theater in Nashville. Their Teenage Wasteland series continues for a few more weeks, so definitely check that out, and I'm happy to take questions.
Freddie O'Connell, Congressman Andy Ogles said that you were using the city as a hotbed for gang activity and blamed you for the reason in terms of crime. How do you respond to that?
I just shared with you our crime statistics. I understand that this is a congressman who is himself under investigation and seems to be showing off for the president so he can get a pardon. This is somebody who is involved in a political race of his own but seems more invested in a city he neither has an office in nor lives in. It is absurd hearing his claims about crime stats, and I'm happy for you all to share him and ask him about where he's getting alternative data.
I know Governor Millie says nothing about the table when it comes to the National Guard being brought to Tennessee. Marshall Blackburn says they can go to lawless in the cities. What are your thoughts on the National Guard being brought here in Nashville?
We have not requested them. Chief Drake has not requested them. Our Metro Nashville Police Department has not requested their presence. I think we are continuing to make progress in year-over-year reductions in crime. We're going to continue to focus on those local efforts with trusted community partners. As we just shared with you, we are adding a position in this office to accelerate that process. Stephen. Hang on, I'm going to Stephen. I'll come right back.
I think the current operator of the amphitheater was supposed to keep that greenway open as well. So how do you make sure that the operator will?
I think what happened there is similar to what happened with First Horizon Park. The way the greenway was designed into the facility actually prevented its being open because it was operator managed. In this case, there is a proposed design that would solve that facility problem. So I think there is, I've seen at least a proposed rendering. I'm not sure if it's final, but we can make sure you have that if you're interested. I'll come back.
After the New Year's attack in New Orleans, NDOT is now planning to install new rafter bollards on Broadway to protect pedestrians. How do you feel about those safety measures, and do you believe it goes far enough to keep people safe in Nashville's busiest entertainment district?
Yeah, one of the first things we did was work with state Homeland Security upon taking office to look at a downtown-specific threat assessment, and we were already in process for exploring the bollards then. The New Orleans attack, I think, increased focus on that, and I'm pleased to see this project moving forward. We continue to evaluate that. We're looking regularly at road closure scenarios, other infrastructure improvements, overall safety improvements. You're probably aware, too, that we now have a police substation and traffic management center jointly on Broadway. So all of these steps are trying to make sure that the entertainment district is safe, not just on busy weekends, but year-round. Megan?
This week, I know that you're now mayor and you have an overview of the entire city, but of course, in your old district, they were talking about making different stipulations, or I guess maybe different permitting processes for different types of entertainment vehicles, and it looks like they're being really cooperative. I just didn't know if you have been part of those conversations or what that looks like.
Haven't been deeply involved. I mean, again, from my representing District 19, there was a lot of focus on entertainment transportation vehicles. I did participate in running a bill to help us secure regulatory authority for several. It looks like Councilmember Koopman is following that to refine it. I know there's been this long discussion about the difference between party buses and sightseeing buses. I think that discussion's underway. I've been looking at it at council. It looked like it got deferred for a little more discussion most recently, and I don't think there's agreement yet across NDOT, the council members, some of the operators, some of the stakeholders downtown, and my hope is that we'll get to a little more agreement there.
Any comments on Moon Girls or Bachelorette?
No, I think they commented enough for themselves.
Okay.
Any other questions? Yeah.
Wondering how long that new crime reduction position has been in the works. Is it maybe a result of the latest getting presence of the National Guard, or has this been something that office has been working on?
No, we expected to have this. You probably know there at any point in transition across administrations, there are some planned departures, some unplanned departures. I had, as a council member, worked closely with John Bunton, who served the Cooper administration and worked quite a bit on these issues. My hope had been that he would stay not just in the mayor's office, but in Nashville, and unfortunately they had a set of family circumstances that caused them to relocate. And so we had to kind of reimagine it, but we have actually continued to stay engaged with Mr. Bunton, and we knew that funding emerged last year for the youth safety position. We actually accelerated the hiring of that as we continued to refine this job description and what we hope to have and make sure these positions can work well together. But it's been in the works since we took office. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Get your lottery ticket yet?
What's that?
Get your lottery ticket yet?
I have not gotten my